Never done one of these walking, talking ones before. Let's give it a shot. People are going to think I'm weird. So this one begins with a story. When I lived in New York, and I lived there quite a while, 11 years, I used to go to a lot of parties. This is what you do in New York. You go to a lot of parties, you don't know a lot of people, you go anyway. And I went to one really particularly cool party. When was this party? I do not know. But it was a really nice party, and it was all female cartoonists, and the only people who could attend were women. So that was fun. And when I did this, I didn't know anyone there. Of course I didn't. I didn't know any people. But I knew one person, and her name was Kate Beaton. Kate Beaton's probably best known for Hark a Vagrant, or at least she was at that point, which was an online web series that she did. She was Canadian, and that was actually how I discovered her. It was from a feature they did on her in Ontario, and she was there with her sister. She's surrounded by fans, and the conversation turned to how she and her sister paid off their college loans. They went to the oil sands, which is this place where you make money, and they were kind of joking about it and talking about, oh yeah, they're like 50 men to one woman, and they told some funny stories about it, and that was that. And I didn't think much about it later until last year. A lot of time has passed for Kate. Her sister died, and she had time to process what happened when she went to the oil sands, and that resulted in this book, Ducks. Definitely not for kids. She has done picture books. Ducks is a graphic novel about her time in the oil sands, and it is thoroughly traumatic. And I keep thinking about those stories that she felt kind of almost obligated to tell in these social situations. And I kind of think about how she has to go on tour for this book and tell these same kinds of stories and keep it kind of light sometimes, when really this content about what she had to put up with in the oil sands is not light. But in reading this book, I do feel like she's had a chance to process a lot of what happened and come to terms with it and talk about how messy it was, because it's not all black and white. There's a lot of gray areas in all of this. Ducks is a lot more serious content than I usually do. It's a lot more adult content than I usually do. But if you haven't had a chance to see it and you're in the right headspace, I recommend it. It was on Barack Obama's best books of 2022. So check it out. Ducks.